the reason I knew that I was supposed to go to Lima was this woman named Christina. And Christina was roughly 60, 65, somewhere around there. So she's an older woman. Her husband had passed away a few years before that. And she was the friend of the people we lived with. So when I first got to that area, I didn't have a companion. I just had a girl from the ward with me. And so I'm starting from square one. I think the area had been closed for a few weeks before I got in there, so it's kind of all new. And they said, we'll go visit Christina. She's just right across the street there. So great. So we go visit her, and she gives us the party line. You know, I'm Catholic. I'm going to live Catholic, and I'm going to die Catholic. That's just how it is. And I said, okay, well, can we still come talk to you? She said, sure. So we talked to her and taught her different things. And there was one day where we taught her about the fall of Adam and Eve. And she was so shocked and had learned so much about how the fall was necessary and how, essentially children are not punished for that. We don't suffer for Adam's transgressions. And to tell her that, at the time I didn't understand why it was such a big deal, but to tell her that brought her so much warmth and clarity. And she said, I can't believe I've never known this. I can't believe what this book has told me, the Book of Mormon, obviously. And so we testified to her, and we invited her to be baptized. And she said, yeah, I want to go to church, but yeah, I want to be baptized. And anyway, it happened that she got to the point where she was ready to be interviewed. And the elder comes downstairs. We had her go upstairs with him and be interviewed. And we were in our house with the other family that we lived with. And he comes downstairs and he flashes the number. I don't remember what number it is, but it's a number on the interview. And if they fail that question, they have to be interviewed by the mission president in order to get baptized. So whatever number that was, and it was a 7 or something, he flashes it to me, and I thought, what? Because that means she had an abortion, or she had a homosexual relationship, or something bigger than we had been used to dealing with. And I was shocked. And so we went and talked to her the next day, and she told us that her husband had told her she had 2 abortions, and her husband, in a way, made her do it. I mean, he wasn't mean, he wasn't forceful. It just kind of was a thing, like, you got to get this done, And she has lived with that guilt for years. I mean, she's 60 something years. She's lived with that. She's been baptized in church after church after church after church, trying to get that feeling, that guilt to go away, and it never went away. And so we told her that if she's baptized with the right authority, she really will be clean and she'll feel it. And so she was interviewed by the mission president, got straightened out, no problem. We take her to get baptized. That was an event all in of itself. I mean, Heavenly Father did not want this woman to get baptized, or not Heavenly Father, Satan did not want her to get baptized. Heavenly Father very much did. And the water was out at the chapel, so we couldn't fill the font. We were trying to get everybody to the stake center, and somebody didn't have the keys, and then everybody missed the buses to get there, and somebody got robbed on our way there. I mean, it was just chaos. And we finally get there, and we got permission from our mission president. It was 10:30 at night. We're supposed to be home by now. And she goes in the waters, and she comes out, and I'm sitting there, and I'm in the bathroom waiting for her, and I've got a towel. And she didn't plug her nose. And so she inhaled all this water. So she comes up laughing, and she's like, you didn't plug my nose for me. And she's just laughing, and she walks out of the font, and I can still see her face as crystal clear today as I could then. And she walks out, and I grab her and I hold her in the towel like this. And she just said, it's gone. It's gone. And that is truly the moment that I will never forget from my mission. That was truly the peak right there. And it happened to be, so soon in my mission. And I just held her and I said, of course it's gone. That's what we've been trying to tell you. It's gone. It's real. You can move on from it. And anyway, it was the sweetest moment with her. And she's one I'll never forget. And I know for sure, if for any other reason, I went on my mission for her. If nothing else happened, and I think that other things did happen, if nothing else happened, that happened. And from what I've heard, she's gone through the temple now. I think she's sealed, her and her husband. I think that the man who baptized her was the guy we live with that introduced us to her. I think he posed as her husband, things like that. And it was just a very sweet moment. So I think she's still going strong.